But you know what it is,
Yeah, for
man. It
sure.
is your boy, C.O. McLean.
It's your boy Melly Mel, man.
Yes, sir.
Episode 36.
36. 2 cents and change. Hey, man, shout out to everybody that has purchased a shirt and will purchase a shirt in the near future. We
Yeah,
appreciate
man.
y'all's support, man. It means a lot to us. Just looking at this, it started from the bottom, and we are
Yeah,
continuing to just, enhance what we do and give y'all, a great show, man. So thank you to everybody that's been purchasing the shirt, man. We appreciate y'all.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Shout out to TikTok. Shout out to Facebook. Facebook been going up. Reshares is going crazy on Facebook and everything. So, we just
Yeah.
gonna, continue to be us, continue to be the personalities that we are, and continue to be genuine and give y'all our 2 cents on things that come up.
Yeah, man. We got
So
some breaking news soon.
breaking news, breaking news. What was breaking?
Terrence Crawford has retired. Walking away as a great with nothing less else left to prove. I just saw when I was about to come in on the live, I saw Terrence Bud. I was like, wait, he was walking away as a great, and
Yes,
then seeing his gloves hanging on the rope. Yeah, on his Instagram page, I saw it.
let me see that, man. Let me see that, man. Yo, shout out to Terrence Crawford, man, who accomplished everything that he needed to accomplish. Um, one more, yep,
Yeah,
breaking news: legendary Omaha boxer Terrence Bud Crawford retiring. Yeah,
that's the
26
best thing
minutes
because at
ago.
this point, you would have just been doing stuff just to do it. Ain't nobody else left great. Like he killed Spence and Canelo, so the
Mm,
rematches ain't really make sense.
right.
Um, there was nobody else really left, and
Mm,
it was he would have had to go up and wait, and then keep going up and up, weaken yourself. So I feel like he pulled the Barry Sanders.
mm-hmm. And granted, he's 37 years of age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it was like, Father Time at some point will catch up to you, man. But, that's what I'm talking about, man. He ends his career on a run of 20 straight world title fights over an 11-year period, beginning with his lightweight victory over Ricky Burns in Scotland in March 2014, man. And then his world title run accumulated in a legendary super middleweight win over Canelo Alvarez, on September 13th. And that was in front of a record-breaking sold-out crowd of 70,000 fans, man. So, and 40 million watching
yeah.
live. And shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford, man. Like you said, there's nothing more that he could have done or accomplished. Only one thing that probably what people will be talking about is he could have fought more notable names. One of the names that came out was Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao said like if he would have came across him, he would never he would have been beaten. But that's left to the
I mean,
imagination.
think about it. That's easy for Pacquiao to say, but we've seen Pacquiao lose and be in close fights with people other than Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
From
That's fact.
Marquez, you know what I'm saying? He lost to Timothy Bradley. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, it was a lot. It's
His
a
most
lot of
recent
joints.
fight. I forgot his
Was a
most
draw.
recent fight. Uh-huh.
Was a draw. Salute to that. But it's like it's easy to say that. I'll say that. For Pacquiao to come out and say that. But
Mm-hmm.
Pacquiao's one of the all-time greats himself. Both of them are in the undisputed boxing game. So if you wanted to just, let the computer play, you can see it in the game, man.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be speculation because this is just now coming out, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some speculation about him retirement and the problem that he was just going through with the WBC and the stripping of his titles, stuff like that. So maybe that could have played a factor into it as well. It's just ironic how his retirement comes after all this melee that was going on surrounding that. And some boxers coming out in his defense, some boxers saying that you was able to gain off the WBC, and now when you don't need the WBC, you just get rid of them. So there's going to be stuff said about his retirement, but it's well deserved because obviously there was really nothing for him left to
yeah,
accomplish. You know,
yeah. And it wasn't like he was in some scandal where it was some joint like where like he trying to hide something. So
Right,
that's why I say either you agree with his decision or whatever, but you know, at least it
right,
wasn't no scandal.
right. Yeah, man. Shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford, man. Legendary,
Yeah,
legendary. This is how you go
yeah,
out, man. If you weren't going to go out, you got to go out on top. Like Floyd went out on top. You going out. This is how you're supposed to go out. On top.
yeah,
We don't want to see
yep,
you all flabby and sick. We don't want to see that from
yeah,
our greats. We want to see y'all go
yeah.
out at the peak of your careers. You know?
Even like, well, who else went out like that? What's his name? He do the boxing shows now with Roy Jones and stuff. Is it
Um,
Andre Ward?
Ward. Yeah, Andre Ward. He
He
went
went out
out.
like that.
Beat it. Nobody beat him.
Yo,
Hmm.
Roy Jones, man, should have left after you won the heavyweight.
You should have left. Should have left. Because now
You
we
know,
look at Roy Jones, you're like, man, great boxer, but Tarver, but, you
and
know what I mean?
Tarver made the Hall of Fame too.
Shout out
Tarver
to
made the Hall
Tarver.
of Fame. Yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
shout out to Tarver
So
making a thing,
got it
man.
out the mud, man. Since we were speaking about retirement, another great man. You know, John Cena just retired from the
Uh-huh.
world of professional wrestling, and I ain't
Absolutely.
gonna lie, it was all over the place. A lot of people was talking. I was surprised. I was like, oh, like how much attention it was getting.
Mm-hmm.
But well deserved. I remember when John Cena, because I like, I seen the whole thing from
Hmm.
all the different, personalities, and when he was rapping, he used to be, at GI's, the whole thing. So, and he was consistent. And one thing I will say about him that he had issues with The Rock at a point in time because he was judging him about leaving wrestling and going to acting, but he took it back and apologized because he realized what doors The Rock opened for him and future wrestlers and stuff. And I like that because if that never, occurred, he would have been looking crazy like a hypocrite.
Right.
So, he deserved it. He did his time. He
Mm-hmm.
carried the WWE for years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he went
24
out.
years.
Yeah, and he went out and he wasn't even winning all his matches. So you could tell it wasn't about being greedy or nothing, you know? But attention to other up and coming people and so salute to John Cena, man. Great career, you know?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the greats, man, they retire and they moving on, man.
Right. I was reading on it, and he just said his body couldn't live
Yeah,
up to, his expectations of what he wants to be as a wrestler. It just took a toll on him, and that's the father time talking. When that
yeah.
happens, he goes out as a 17 time for the 17 time, world champion. So he left a lot of memories and statements, and
Mm-hmm.
highlights for wrestling fans. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't see me. Like that's what I
Yeah.
know him for. You can't see
Yeah.
me and the rapping Cena. You know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Yo, remember? He had challenged Jay-Z and Fabulous to a rap battle one time.
and this is when wrestlers got to stay in a wrestling lane. Like it's far few between people that has the gift to do other things, but they just doing one particular thing. John Cena, even though it was good for the fans, but come on, you talk about Jay and Fab. This is what they do, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
Jay, no, not Jay. Like, John Cena can rap though, but not Jay and Fad though. Like you
yeah,
wildin' right now.
yeah, yeah.
You
But
wildin'.
it's good to note that even though that he's done with the in-ring competition, he signed a 5-year deal to remain with the company as an ambassador, and passing on his knowledge to, other wrestlers and things of that nature. So he's still going to be around the WWE, just not in the wrestling form, man. So shout out to John Cena, man. Illustrious career, man.
Yeah, man. John Cena, man, the Doctor of Thugonomics.
The doctor.
The Doctor.
Me?
And then, yo, man, we got to talk about that Nas and Primo. I watched the interview with Joe Budden, whole hour and a half. That
Mhm.
was a fire interview. Yo, man, what's the thoughts, man? And we dive in.
Hey man, listen, I was just trying to catch up on it when I saw the thing. This right here, this is my favorite song off the track. Hold on, let me play it right now. Can you hear it? I don't know if you can hear it or not.
Let's see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite joint on there. Probably that's right. We're gonna stop right there. That was my favorite. He was like, and towards the end, it was like it's two, like it's like he was what he said. It was like it's two people in it, and he shot one, and he was like, "Oh, yo, that shit was Nas." Like lyrically, and I saw a couple of reviews from the people from the album, understandably so.
I saw mixed reviews.
Yeah, it's mixed reviews. It's because if you're not a fan of hip hop and a fan of how DJ Premier makes his beats, he even alluded to it in the album when he was listening to a record, his favorite record, and he kept looping that joint over. You know, you gotta this is not for certain heads. You know, it's not for a certain age demographic. You know,
it's not for the casual rap fan. This is people who, like you said, you understand DJ Premier and Nas and why this album is such a big deal to begin with, the history, etc. behind it all. So yeah,
it's an incredible album, man. You know, I'm still the only.
I gotta get the vinyl. I gotta get the vinyl.
I know you're gonna get the vinyl.
I gotta get the. I gotta get the vinyl. I got all them joints on the wall, so I gotta grab it.
The only song I don't particularly like is the New York State of Mind Part 3.
You didn't like that one?
Nah, and I didn't like that one. I think they should have selected a different beat for that one. Even though they did have the monotone of the classic in there. But I don't know. That one, I was expecting more from that track in particular. I'm like,
not to cut you off. I want you to keep saying, your opinion about it. How did you feel about New York State of Mind Part 2?
I gotta refresh my memory on that one.
Okay, that's all I want to ask. Keep going though. That's what the access that came up in the interview too about Part 3 with Joe Budden. But I didn't want to cut you off. But keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta rehash my memory of Part 2.
Okay,
but just based off from the original and the beat, I felt like he could have did a different beat on that one. I think maybe the one that he did with Nasty, Esco, and Nasir, that beat could have been a New York State of Mind Part 3 beat. I don't know. It's just something about it.
What about the bars? What about the bars? I know. So the beat.
Yeah, the bars is top notch. Nas delivered. On everything, on every song he delivered. It's just this is always been Nas' Achilles heel with his albums was his beat selections, right? The lyrics is always going to be there. Sometimes the lyrics overpower the beats, and you're like, it just sounds like Nas be on a different tangent, and the beat got to catch up to him as opposed to being the other way around. But great album for people that understands hip hop and appreciates hip hop. Great album. I just think that one. And I'm still 2 songs out. I didn't listen to Bouquet, Junkie, Shine Together, and Third Childhood. Sons, that is a great song.
Fire. I like that track.
Fire.
Yo, speaking about Sons, the Joe Budden interview revealed a lot. Yo, Eminem was supposed to be on Daughters.
Yeah.
When he said that was so crazy that he turned down the Nas collab because he told his daughter that he wasn't going to talk. I guess because he was like, because of all of the crazy tracks he made in the past with the moms and all that. So he told his daughter he wasn't. But I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting. Yeah. That would have been interesting. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And because he said, then he also stated that he felt like when rappers would send him stuff, it was like they battling him.
Yeah.
So he's like, it was refreshing for somebody to send him a track where it was like, oh shit, you ain't trying to, battle me or come at me. You really trying to get a substance record with me, So that was dope to point out too. I think Eminem probably wishes if he would have got that back, he'd have did that track with Nas.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, because it was
yeah.
so meaningful, and I think it would have meant
Yes.
more if Eminem would have jumped on it based off of what he said, what all the stuff he was going through with his daughter. It would have meant more, especially the hip hop. Him and Nas, that would have been
Yeah,
incredible.
that's a collab that we never got still.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
on a rapping level, but Eminem has made beats for Nas, but they
yeah,
never rapped together. So
yeah.
that would, you know, we still need that still time
It's still
on
time.
some other track, you know. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Sons is fire. I like that. How you feel about the track with AZ?
And I remember that was the last one I listened to. Um, I just felt like I just wish they did it together in the studio, because you could tell it what they didn't record it together, especially at the end when they're going back and forth. Me being an artist, former artist, I could
Yeah,
tell
you can
when
tell.
somebody's in
Okay,
the studio with you as opposed to somebody not being in the studio with you. I just felt like
okay,
uh, because it was a verse sent, then Nas probably got the verse back or however they did it. It didn't give me that feel of a Nas and AZ track, like how they was
okay.
on the
They
song.
like all them other classic collabs they got.
Yeah, when they was actually in the studio with each other. So
Okay,
it didn't give me that nostalgic feel um on that record. So
all right.
it's mixy for me. It's it's a good record, but I just wish that they did it together. In the
Okay.
studio together, it'd probably impacted more. It probably would have felt more like ooh, as opposed to like, all right, it's all right record.
Okay, 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 okay. I mean, so did it meet expectations?
What, the song or the album?
No, the album.
I'm still 4 songs I gotta listen to. So I didn't
Okay,
till I listen to all the 4 songs after this interview. I mean, after this episode comes out, we'll listen to it. I could be able to comment on the comments that's gonna comment on it and
okay,
give my full assessment on it. But
okay,
right now, I give it about a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Yeah.
okay,
From what I've
okay,
heard so far, I still got 4 more tracks
okay.
to go, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
But
yo, Nas, man, it's been a great year. All of the guests that he featured on all them albums that came out on Mass Appeal, the
mhm.
guest appearances. Even Joe Budden was like, yo, Nas was on this album, you was talking shit. Like, you
Yeah.
wasn't being humble. You was, and he was
Yeah.
like, yeah, like a lot of stuff. He was like, he was like the person who kind of started it and stuff. He was like, when after he made the album, he was like, how somebody was like, yo, you kind of started the rap orchestra joint. He like, damn, I forgot to add that on the album. That was
Uh,
funny. You know what
uh-huh.
I'm saying? But
Uh,
yeah, man, and another thing Joe Budden was talking about in the interview, and I've been saying the same thing. He was like, yo, he feel like a lot of people should apologize to Nas or apologize because he's like a lot of things that they used to get on Nas for over time is like those opinions ain't age well. He was like, yo, for example, like you owe me could be played anywhere in
uh,
many joints. And I said the same thing, like to be because Nas, that's versatility. If
mhm.
a lot of wordy like no puns intended on nothing, but like oh yeah, and funny thing I even mentioned pun name. So
Mhm.
let's say a dude like Big Pun, for example, who could be wordy and could fit, but he can make any kind of record.
Right.
Still not a player. Dude, Talib Kweli cannot. We're not gonna hear him on the it ain't gonna sound. It ain't just. You're gonna be like, yo, what are you doing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think people want to bash, but at the same time, that's versatility.
Mhm.
Nas could be on a track, that kind of track, and he's killing it. Giving
Mhm.
the bar, like he's like, listen to what he's saying. Like I'm listening to
Yeah.
that. I'm like, yo, he's killing this shit. Like, you
Mhm.
feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, yeah, I agree with Joe Budden though. Oh, you owe me could be played. And Nas was smiling like, oh, like he was like kind of with the album name, like light years ahead. Like, a lot of
Mhm.
times people don't understand the J because it's like you ahead. And when they were talking about the different album titles that they might have had, he
Mhm.
was they were talking about how they was gonna do like how yeah hip hop is dead, like hip hop is alive. But
Mhm.
then they said that KRS already made an album called Hip Hop Lives. So they was
Mhm.
like, nah, they ain't wanna,
Right.
boom. And then that's how they got with the light years and stuff. But I'm like, yo, yeah, like a lot of things, like people like they like to say stuff because, a lot of things. It's even like when people be like Tupac's the best rapper, Biggie's the best. They just say it's not because they feel like that.
Right.
They saying it because that's what people say. That's not how you feel. It's the same thing with basketball. Like I'm not going to say Bill Russell is better than this or just because. It's not taken away, but it's just being honest. It's the same thing. Like, oh, Nostradamus is whack. Really? You listen to the album? Or you just saying that because that's what public, like, you even gave your thing? I don't agree. And I listen to Nostradamus a lot. Like, recently, I'm like, nah, hell no. No way. No way. Like, a lot of tracks on there, I'm like, yo, and that's why when I went Budden was saying that, and Nas and so, I'm like, I agree. Because over some things, it takes time.
Right.
It takes time, and you got to absorb that. Like, that's the era at that time where everybody was on the bling bling and the flashy. And it's not that he tried to go out and make an album, but he's showing like, yo, I could do everything. That's the greatest. I could do everything.
Right.
There's nothing I can't do. So I feel like he showed people, yo, let me get into this pocket. Yo, I could do that. If I want to do this, I could do that. Everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I just think just like, okay, let's reference the Ja Rule and 50 Cent joint, right? Like Ja Rule was killing with, he found his lane with the singing to the ladies. That was his lane, right? Like, even though Ja Rule came out with the hardcore shit, but it wasn't resonating as much as it was when he started the lady shit. So then when 50 Cent come out and start doing the same shit, you know what I'm saying? He went back and tried to go hard. So niggas like Ja Rule, no, bro, we don't, so that shit suck. If Ja Rule would have came back with a ladies record dissing 50 Cent, boy, he would have smashed 50, right? So I'm just saying, I say that to say, when you look at Nas was coming up like just this wordsmith hip hop, like boom bap. But then you just hit us with a commercial joint, and it kind of took everybody by storm. Like, whoa, Nas. Like, he didn't kind of like give us a little sample size of commercial shit. But that's what the label wanted at the time because that's what music was shifting to. So that's where, at that time, where people was like, yo, nah, this shit is trash now because we want to hear that Nas. You know what I'm saying? We want to hear Street Dreams Nas. We don't want to hear this Shorty Owe Me for Ice and shit. Like, we don't want to hear that, you know? But when time passed and you go back to those records, you're like, oh, that shit was a hit. Like, Shorty, say what's your price just to back it up. You know, like, that shit was hard. He was, he was
spitting. He was spitting. I make kicks now. Money I flip now.
Story.
Yo,
money I flip
come
now.
on.
Called, it was tough. But
I make hits now. Money I flip now. Come on, man. Yo, come on, man.
But see, now we appreciate it now because
I've been appreciate that record.
Yeah, because the fan base that Nas came up with grew right with him, and like, yo, I appreciate these records, you know. And now with this younger generation, if they go back and hear that, they like, that's the type of music they like. That shit. Oh, that shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? So at that current time, you know, it was like, you know how I would say, light years ahead. It was ahead of Nas's time at that time because this was something that we wasn't used to hearing from Nas, you know. But yeah, man, shout out to that. I gotta watch that interview. I didn't watch that.
Yeah, it was dope. An hour and a half. It's dope though.
And shout out to his, you know, because he got a line of albums under Mass Appeal. I'm looking at him now, you know.
The 7. It's a theme. It was a theme. It was something that those 7 albums was part of like a theme for Mass Appeal.
Yeah. The Legend Has It. That was the theme.
Yes. There we go.
Has a theme. You know, Slick Rick did his joint Victory. Raekwon the Emperor's New Clothes. Ghostface Supreme Clientele 2. Mobb Deep Infinite. Big L Harlem's Finest Return of the King. De La Soul. Cabin in the Sky. Then this one, Nas and DJ Premier Light Years, man. So Nas been contributed to hip hop this whole year. Like, yo.
And he appeared on all of them albums.
All them albums.
With a verse.
Yes. Let's go. You know, like that's his stamp. That's his stamp. Like, that's his stamp. At 50, still no wait. Is he? Yeah, he 50. Is he 50 or 49? I think he's 50. Yeah, he's 50.
Nah, I think he 50, like 52 or something now.
52?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, he didn't look 20.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah, I mean,
saying?
shout out to
Salute.
Don, shout out to Mass Appeal, shout out to the album Light Years, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure, for sure. For sure, man. Yo, and more news, man. You know, we're gonna get into the NFL recap. We'll
Hmm.
start with Mahomes, man.
Ah,
Era's done. You
it's
know, it's
over.
officially, tore the MCL,
Yeah, it's,
ACL, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's over. I mean, it was over before that. I mean, it was clinging to it, but they had to win out really to
Yeah,
kind of make the playoffs. You know what I
yeah,
mean? With the season that they've been having, it was inevitable. And not to say because you don't want to wish no harm or injury to nobody, but if you kind of look at it, it was like a perfect sit down moment, for Mahomes, for the Chiefs, because at some point, all good things must come to an end, right? It's just the law of
yeah,
physics and life, right? So it was like if he would have remained healthy, right? It's like you gonna put your body through this or try to win these games when it's like at one point do you say, okay, you know what, let's just end this season, and let's just sit Mahomes down, and let's figure it out next year, but you keep Mahomes in because we got a little tiny window. Maybe we can make it if we could win out. So that's one of them things where, even we talk about, we're going to touch on with the Warriors and the 73-9, not resting them and just people playing through injuries just to sustain that record, so it's like for the Chiefs, like just to sustain that playoff lore and, let's just, if I got an injury or, because with that ACL, you feel shit in your body. Your body's going to talk to you and tell you, yo, something's wrong, but with the advances of doctors and medicine, I hate take this shot, you be all right, but at the end of the day, your body is going to tell you, yo, this shit is fucked up, so I don't know, maybe he was going through something that we don't know and he went out there and played and because, he tore his ACL and the LCL too, both of those ligaments that had to be repaired. So, speedy recovery, man. It takes about what, 6 or 9 months, they said, for recovery. So
yeah. It's
next
not a
season,
minor thing.
yeah, next season might be in jeopardy for him to start as well. So, well, let's see. Travis Kelce, I'm thinking he might retire now after
Yeah,
this.
yeah, it might be that time, man.
Yeah, it might be that time. I mean, they had one hell of a run, man. One hell of a run.
Oh yeah.
Um,
He gonna go. He's definitely gonna go down. I mean, numbers wise, top five, up there as far as tight ends. But I've heard people dispute that. Got some other guys ranked ahead of him, despite
mhm.
that. But nevertheless, legend. So
Yeah. Yeah, man. Obviously, with that loss, they was that took them out the playoff
yeah,
contention.
mathematically they done. Yeah,
Yeah, they done. So like speedy recovery for him, man.
yeah.
Also Mekhi Parsons,
Oh yeah,
he got injured for the Packers. He tore his ACL.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's another blow for the Packers. That's who's in,
yeah,
line for playoff,
yeah,
spot,
man. Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I think, yeah, man. Like you said, guys playing because honestly, I mean, the Ravens we blew out the Bengals. The Steelers won, so we still a game behind. But I
Mhm.
honestly feel like Lamar's not really healthy, to be real. Because the reason with me saying that is he ain't running.
Mhm.
He's not like he be getting sacked when he could have just ran. It's not like he gotta. So he's not. I'm watching him. He don't look like what I'm saying him. And I think that he wanted to save the season so bad. He came back so that the Ravens wouldn't just and he felt like, yo, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do me. But as the time go, I'm gonna keep getting better. And them hamstrings is funny. And now the Ravens, it's tight because the only way of making the playoffs is by winning the division. So I feel like, I gotta check when the next Steelers game. But if they lose that Steelers game, if they did, I'm sitting Lamar for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Because it
And
ain't
I mean,
worth it.
and this just goes back to the point where I just said, right? It's like, yo,
Yeah.
you bring Lamar back because all these expectations of them this year was, yo, you gotta make it to the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. You gotta make it to the Super Bowl. Right. So
Yeah.
it's like Lamar, man, you the person that's gonna, steer this engine, to steer this vehicle, this boat,
Yeah.
to get us there, So all
Yeah.
that pressure, Lamar, like, man, I got to get out here for my team, regardless if I'm, feeling bad or if my hamstring still kind of effed up, I'm taking shots to get me out here.
Yeah, yeah.
Then, I'm
It's not
go
good,
out
you know?
there, you know.
Yeah, it's not worth it because sometimes you just gotta accept the L. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And I honestly, I'm watching. I'm not like I'm like he not even. I don't feel like he like 70, 65%
mhm,
because he ain't running.
mhm.
Like he's not running. Like it be gaps. He could just boom. He be mad hesitant. It just like I'm like yeah, he ain't healthy. He did it for the team though. You know,
Right.
that's a team guy. He said I don't want to leave him hanging. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so but like we just mentioned, Steelers beat the Dolphins, so they 8-6, Ravens 7-7. But our
Mm-hmm.
only hope is winning the division.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the Bills is starting looking like they caught fire. They
Yeah,
starting
man.
to,
That comeback win with
you
the
know,
Patriots. Yep. Uh-huh.
yeah, Bills doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, I mean, like I was talking with my coworker, um, my boy James, he had the first purchase, the first shirt. I
Shout out
was
to you,
talking,
James.
yeah, I was talking to him about this NFL season, with the Eagles lost 3 straight and then boom, it's like it's so unpredictable this season. There's a lot
Yeah.
of guys like the Patriots, they had a bum schedule. So we don't know if they're really legit. And you got
Mm-hmm.
the Broncos, where it's like they got that kind of aura to them like the Giants did when they went on a playoff run. That
Mm-hmm.
like when I watched them, it's like they got a little aura to them. But it's
Yeah.
like it's no clear like yo, like because the Bills is starting to catch fire, but the Ravens may not make it.
Mm-hmm.
The Chiefs is out.
Out, right.
Then you got the
Philly
Eagles
is on the
looking,
up and up. Yeah,
so it's
they
kind
on
of
the
like,
yeah,
I feel like it's like gonna be an
up and down.
exciting playoffs because it's
Yeah.
like it's no clear cut favorite. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
like like the Jaguars. Nobody thought the Jaguars was going. You know what I mean? I feel so bad for the damn Colts though.
Mm.
Because I feel bad for them because they was rocking out and lost Daniel Jones.
Speaking of
You
the
know,
coach, who idea was it to put Philip Rivers out there, bro?
your boy Cam Newton was like he felt insulted. Like they called him before me.
And Cam Newton is only 36 years old. Be like, you bypass a Cam Newton to get a 44-year-old Philip Rivers, bruh. Like, granted, Cam Newton haven't played ball about 4 years since he's been out,
It's been
but
that long?
yeah, it's been about that long. But he's still in shape. He still keeps himself in shape. That boy Phillip Rivers is out there. He couldn't even do a three-step drop back, falling all on looking those knees, looking all. What was they thinking? Like, out of all the quarterbacks you could have got, like, you went
Yeah,
and picked up Phillip Rivers to oh
yeah.
my God, what was the
Wasn't a
thought?
good look.
That
It
was
wasn't a
that was
good look.
horrible. Whoever made that call, it was like, who can save us? Phillip Rivers. Let's go get him.
Yeah,
Oh my God, that
not
was
a
horrible.
good look, man.
And I'm
Not a,
sorry, this is not a diss to Phillip Rivers, but it's a
yeah,
diss to Phillip Rivers. Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah, yeah, man.
oh my God,
You know,
that was bad. That was bad, man.
yeah,
But yeah, like you said, bro, is wide open, right? You got the Rams, the
yeah.
Broncos.
The
You got
Rams
the
is hot.
Bills,
The Rams is hot.
Bills.
Shout out to Matt Stafford,
And
man.
Stafford out there
They
doing this thing.
hot, hot,
So
man.
it's this is probably one of the most exciting times, because it's like,
NFL.
you when Mahomes and it was active, we knew they was gonna go, right? Like, okay,
Yeah,
whoever's gonna go is gonna go. Somebody's
yeah.
whoever team's gonna
It
play
was
the
the same
Chiefs.
thing every year. It's like the
Yeah,
Chiefs and either the Bills or the Ravens. One of y'all better knock them off. It's
right,
like for the last couple of years, that's what it was. And then
right,
the Eagles, you know, doing
right.
their thing. So,
So now this bows the question.
mhm.
Is this the time for Bills to win the chip this year?
Yeah, I mean, if they making the playoffs, nothing change. It's the same thing with the Ravens. Like us not making the playoffs, if that happens, is a failure.
Because
But
wait,
I feel like
because who won MVP last year?
Josh Allen.
That's why I said that.
What you mean, like as far as like them
Bills.
having to win?
Bills,
Yeah,
yeah.
no. I feel
Yeah.
like Josh Allen's, the Lamar's, it's the same thing every year. If you don't make it, then it's like, it's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
so if these in it, especially if you make it to playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, same expectation. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and honestly, I mean, I'm looking forward to the excitement,
Mm-hmm.
because all right, Mahomes is done. The Eagles up there. It's just, I'm excited. Like, almost like, what playoffs I would say be exciting like that.
Mm-hmm.
MLB, because they'd be like, yo, you don't never know, like, so that excitement of just not knowing, it's wide open,
Right.
you know. I feel like baseball playoffs is always like that, even whether you a top team or not, because of how baseball is, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what makes the baseball playoffs so fun, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So
Besides, if you was like the Yankees at that one period of time, Yankees are gonna wipe your asses. Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, yeah,
pause.
but it hasn't been like that. Even with the Dodgers, they had scares where they could have lost series. Like the Yankees was just running through. It
Yeah.
wasn't nothing close. It was running through. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So, you know,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's
Yeah.
it's it's, it's
So
interesting for sure.
let's see. Let's see, man. I'm rooting. I'm kind of low key rooting for the Bills this year. They got Josh Allen. Let's see what you could do. Let's see what you could do. Your nemesis is out. Your nemesis is out. The two nemesis is out. So let's see. Well,
Yeah,
Ravens not out yet, but they
yeah, we're
gotta
not
they
out
gotta
yet.
have they gotta have a lot of shit on their side to win.
We gotta beat the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
That's to save the season to even
Yeah,
have it. Because if we lose to them again, clipped.
yeah,
But
clip. Yeah. And shout
we
out to
going we
Aaron
going.
Rodgers. Shout out to Aaron Rodgers. That was
No, no, no,
people
no, no, no. Okay,
people was writing him off, and look where he got the Steelers at. In playoff
okay,
contention. You know what I mean? Hey,
fuck
hey,
him, man.
hey.
You know what I mean?
And he's in his 40s though, but he's not doing. He's not pulling the rivers.
Man, fuck the Steelers, man. We here, you know. And then since we already brought it up, but as far as OKC, man, the whole they lost to the Spurs. Oh yeah, shout out to the Spurs
The
versus
game
the
is
Knicks
tonight.
for the go
Gotta
Knicks.
watch
You know
that.
what it is. Go Knicks. Y'all know what it is. Y'all
Watching
know
that.
what it is.
That come on
Y'all
at eight
know what it
o'clock,
is.
right? Eight
Y'all
o'clock.
know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Y'all
got
know what it
15 minutes
is.
to get off here. We got
All
15
right.
minutes. Nah,
So, shout out to them, but um OKC lost to the Spurs, and now they 24-2.
yeah.
But honestly, I was talking with somebody else about this, and I feel like with the all-time great teams, like do they have those guys, right? Like Steph Curry is one of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jordan, the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Shea Alexander's nice, but he's not in that cloth
That
to
cloth.
me
Not
of
yet,
play.
rather. Right.
But that's the point I'm saying though,
Uh-huh.
right? So these teams have that guy, right? Then when we look at, you know, you got the Klay Thompsons, Draymond, Warrior 79. It's like that was a great little team.
Mm-hmm.
The Bulls, you got Scotty, all these guys. OKC is a great team,
Mm-hmm.
but that support they don't jump off the page to me. I
Right.
just feel like it's they're allowed to get away with a lot of physicality and certain things that helps the team.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I don't think they're gonna get the 73, break the 73-9 because they're talking about it.
Mm.
And let me make my point. Like the Bulls, they didn't talk about 79. It was everybody else on some like, yo, the way the pace they on. Even with the Warriors, the pace they was on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing them talking about, yeah, of course, they wanna break the record or do this. It's like, nah, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
That right there was already like, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
Just off that to me, because your attention is on that.
Yeah.
You
I
understand what I'm
mean,
saying? If it makes
uh,
sense what I'm saying?
no, it makes sense. It makes sense. And when you say that Shai Gilgeous Alexander is not that guy. I mean, he's establishing himself as that guy. And the reason why I feel like they won't break this record is mainly because it's just, you know how hard it is to break that record, right?
Yeah.
Like Bulls went 72-10, Warriors go 73-9, right? You gotta have damn near a perfect season of like everybody healthy, cohesiveness, it's just everything got to fall in play. I mean, sure, through 25 games, they have the same record that they had that the Warriors had. And the Warriors didn't lose their ninth game to like in April sometime. It was like 60 something by the time they won, they lost their ninth game. So they kind of already established themselves like, all right, you know, they lost two already. So you got, you know, 6, 7 more games to
6 if they
six.
gonna break it.
Yeah, and I don't know. And like you said, I don't see them as that team to do that because you in the West, you gotta play Spurs what 4 times. Are
Mhm.
you gonna beat with a healthy Wemby? Can you beat that Spurs team 3 times, 3 more times? I don't know. Can you beat the Lakers? Oh, don't I don't know. So it's I don't know.
Yeah.
If they do it, it will be a great task. And I think that if they are able to do it because they are so young, right? The injuries and stuff like that, or the trying to rest wouldn't play a factor with those guys because they're so young. They have all the energy to do it. But it's interesting. It's a good storyline for the NBA, right now to see, if they could beat that record. But remember, it don't mean a thing without the what?
Without the ring. Ask
Without the
Steph
ring.
Curry and them. And another fun note, the Bulls came close to getting 70 wins twice. The next year they won 69
69
games.
games. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, when we talk
Shout
about
out to the
teams,
GOAT. Shout out
we
to the
took
GOAT.
right. Have to go. We talk about teams. Chicago Mike is the greatest. Like I just hope. I just hope that after LeBron retires, that they just eliminate that conversation. Just eliminate it. It has to stop. Has to stop. But yeah, man. Shout out to
Man.
OKC.
Yeah, man. And then another topic I saw it, man, with Raymond Felton and them, and that's when I said I wanted to talk about that. Man, they was having a debate about Harden, top 25 ever, because he's now 10th all time scoring, passing, mellow, and they
Mm-hmm.
had a list and all of that. And if you know what got me hyped when they brought up the boy Allen
Hey,
Iverson.
Iverson. Uh huh.
They brought him up, and then dude like Raymond Felton went crazy. Like, hell no, y'all bugging. And I'm like, and they're like, yeah, I was
So
like,
he
yeah, like
bugging saying that Harden is not better than AI.
they was telling Raymond Felton was telling them that because some of them feel like Harden might have, like it might be close as,
Oh,
Raymond Felton is like, no, he's not fucking with AI.
yeah,
AI is an icon.
yeah.
Like, it's like, and I mean like, yo, man, and then they was debating about Harden and Dwayne Wade. They
Mm-hmm.
was debating like, and that because those are the other two guards, because Mike and Kobe is Mike and Kobe. It's no, you don't even need
Right,
to mention them.
right,
Like it's like you don't need to mention Mike and Kobe. It's just
mm-hmm.
like that's 1 and 2 as far as the two guard. But
Right.
when we talking all time players, I mean, even in that breath, it's
Mm-hmm.
just Mike, Kobe. I mean, so
Yeah,
it's kind of like it's like okay, Harden 25, and they was taking people out and stuff, and it's like it was interesting to me because he got numbers and
mm-hmm.
stats, no rings. But then it's like, okay, when you talk about people with no rings, like they mentioned Charles Barkley, and then
Mm-hmm.
they was like, yeah, because I'm like, and yo, bro, people really like the front on Charles
I
Barkley.
don't know
We
why.
we gotta
I don't know why.
stop
We
with
got to
them
stop the Charles
fucking
Barkley thing.
madness.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Barkley was one of them dudes.
yeah,
Please,
yeah.
like let's and you can speak to that because you was in the teen years, and it's like for real, like it's like not even because I like, but no, it's like no, we gotta chill, we gotta chill, like
Yeah.
we gotta really chill. But I'm like I wanted to like bring it up because all right, they had Charles Barkley, like people still trying to decide whether Harden was better than him,
Mm-hmm.
um, Iverson, Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
Um, who else they had down at the bottom? They was trying to talk about D Wade's and Dirks. and jokers, and it's like, how do you feel about Harden? And then somebody was even talking about Westbrook. Like they don't even know if Harden is ahead of Westbrook.
I can't put Harden above Westbrook, but it depends on where you put Westbrook. Like if you put Westbrook 13 and Harden's right behind him, that's top 25, top 20. So it depends on where you place these guys.
Yeah. Take the floor with that. What's your 2 cents on that?
Top 25 ever. You got to look at. There's a lot of things that goes into a player being a top of anything, right?
Let me ask you this. Just to preface it with that, let me ask you, are you weighing rings? That was a thing too. The rings part.
Yes, okay. You got to weigh rings.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, that is what a career is measured by. Because rings is a team thing, and if you are that player on that team, then you and if you are that great player, you got to get a ring in there. You got to, So I would say, rings definitely matter in that conversation.
So let me ask this now.
Shoot, look who's in there. Maybe we could get. Hold on. What up, Ant? He probably left, but I'm going. That was asking who he thinks is top 25. But that because if you look at it, right, because you got top 25 players. All right, let's look at the top 20, right? That they got a list of.
Hold on. Let me ask you this, right? With the rings, because they was even talking about because it's like, okay, there's certain exceptions. And Allen Iverson, is he an exception? Or they go in right there, you're like, he's like, you're.
What up, Ant? Yo, we need you in this discussion right quick. Hold on, let me tap him in. Go ahead, bro.
Because they was like, AI don't have a ring, but he's an icon, the culture, what he did. And they like, Iverson, they were trying to debate is he top 25 because he don't got a ring and that. And they like, heck yeah, he's top 25.
He's definitely top 25.
You know what I mean?
Iverson? Yeah. Nah, that's disrespectful to not even think to put Iverson in the top 25. Right? So I'm looking at this list right now. This is a 2025 list. Right?
Okay.
So they got at 25, at the top 25, they got Tony Parker in their top 25. He's number 25.
No. That's already no.
They got Tony Parker in there.
That's already no, son. So, nah,
then
man. I'm listening.
24 is Chris Bosh. 23 is Dwight.
Bro, I'm about to really walk off the joint. I'm about to.
22.
them three already. Yo, they know. Yo, keep going. Yo.
I'm just looking at this list, and I want to see where they play James Harden at, right quick.
Yo, I just want to see Tony Parker.
Yeah, they had him at 20. They got Carmelo Anthony at 19. Hold on.
I love Melo, but god damn, yeah. Come the fuck on.
They got Westbrook at 18.
What list is this? 18. No, what list is this? What list is this? Yo.
This is a random list that I pulled up, Yo,
you need to just stop reading this list.
They got in this list they got Anthony Davis at 17. Wow. Hold on, bro. I just want to see where did they got James Harden at on this list. If he's in it. Oh, they got James Harden at number 12 on this list. In this list, I'm gonna go back. This is a Hoops Hype. I don't know. Hoops Hype.
Hoops Hype.
Hoops Hype. Hold on. That's a Hoops Hype. I got you, Ed. I just plugged you in. That was a Hoops Hypes list of top 25. I don't know who made that list. Well, Hoops Hypes made that list, but they had James Harden in there at number 12.
It's fucking terrible. It's fucking disgrace.
Yo, Ed, you can hear us?
Yeah, I'm good now. What's good?
All right, man.
Yo,
hey, so we was talking. Is James Harden because Raymond Felton? What was it? What was the podcast, bro?
I forgot the name of it, but it was Raymond Felton. Yeah.
Them my guys over there. Them my boys. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So they had James Harden in top 25 NBA players of all time.
But they was
So I'm
debating it, yeah.
debating it. So I want to get your 2 cents. And like, do you feel James Harden is a top 25 player of all time?
I saw that clip, bro, and I started just like writing names down. So like top 25, bro, is kind of crazy because it's different generations and shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, I mean, like, are you gonna say Elgin Baylor? If you look at Elgin Baylor's numbers, bro, like nobody talks about his numbers. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
ridiculous, bro. So like, I mean, I would have been better. Like, what we doing? Top 10 shooting guard ever? Like, it's kind of hard to put that in perspective with 25 of all time.
Okay, let me stop you there. So where would you rank James Harden as far as shooting guards is concerned? Where will you rank him?
Mm. I mean, we
I
got Mike
mean,
Cole. We got Mike Cole. We got like Elgin Baylor, Jerry West, D Wade. Like,
the
did I
answer,
say Cole? I said Cole, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you say
You ain't
Cole.
say the you
Yeah,
ain't say
like
the
I
answer.
mean,
You ain't
come
mention
on,
the
bro.
answer.
I know you was gonna say.
Can't
I
not
mean,
mention the
do we
answer.
are we ranking them? Are we? What are we looking at Chuck as, a shooting guard or a point guard?
A
These
Because
are
we
two
gotta
guard.
rank
two.
them all time. Shooting
Oh,
Two
guard.
guard.
two
Two
guard.
guard.
Two guard.
Because I
Two
asked that
It's
guard.
kind of
question,
tough,
right?
bro. Because I'm gonna have to put James. I don't know, bro. Nah, Chuck was crazy, but James, shit.
Hold on, hold on.
No, look his numbers up, bro. James shit
I
is
looked, I
crazy.
looked, I looked the numbers up, but we know we talking about the answer. We're not talking about Brandon Roy or somebody. We're talking about the answer.
Don't do
So,
that to Brandon Roy. If he didn't get hurt, we wouldn't even be talking about James Harden. Right? If that's
Right.
out, we wouldn't even be
but I,
like.
but
I mean,
but
I'm
but
not saying I'm talking about James, but B. Roy was like that.
he was
And
like that. But I'm just saying though, we talking about the answer.
I
because
get it, bro.
I only asked that question, right? Because say if you put James Harden in the top 10 in shooting guards, right? That's 10. And say if he's number
Yeah,
8 out of 25, right? You gotta put him somewhere in the top 25 if he's like number 8 on your
But we
list of
talking about
two guards.
25, like top 25 overall player.
Players, overall
yeah,
Yeah,
players.
I don't know if that. I don't know about that because there's
yeah.
too many people, man.
So
It's
It's
too
so
too
much
many,
going on.
right.
let me ask you this: would you put James Harden ahead of a Charles Barkley?
Mm, mm. That's a good question. Would
Is
you?
he ahead of
No,
Charles
no,
Barkley?
no, no. I wouldn't. I wouldn't put
All
him over
right,
Chuck Buckle.
all right,
I wouldn't
Okay.
go.
all right, all right. I'm fucking with you.
Okay,
We
so
here.
okay.
I
Now
had
we
to
got
think
to
about that for a second, but nah, hell nah. Because
so
Charles,
where would you rank Charles Barkley in the top 25?
he already in the top 25. Yeah, I don't
I mean,
know.
no, where? In your
He'll be for me. I don't know, bro. He'll be like probably around the 17, 18.
17,
Okay,
18.
I
Okay.
Somewhere
got another.
around there. Because I got to think of the people. You know
Yeah,
what
all
I'm
right.
saying?
So I got another name though, that they was trying to play with. So is James Harden ahead of Zeke? Only the point
Isaiah
guard out.
Thomas?
But Zeke is a
Zeke.
point guard. Oh, you mean talking
I'm
about in
just
top 25?
I'm
No,
top
he's not ahead of Zeke.
25.
He's not ahead of
Hell
Zeke.
no, he ain't ahead of
No.
Isaiah. Hell
All
no.
Hell
right.
no.
No,
So this is
no
what
way.
I'm saying. They was trying to play with his name. They was
Yeah.
trying to play with his name over there in the
He
bottom.
can't be over Zeke, bro.
All
Zeke
right.
got what, 2, 3 rings? How many rings Zeke got?
Yeah.
Two?
Two
Three.
rings, and he was
Yeah.
a Finals MVP.
MVP.
Yeah,
So
come on, bro. That's Zeke, bro. That's
all
different.
right. So no, I'm just saying because they was
Question.
playing around with certain people names at the bottom.
Mhm.
The AIs, the Barkleys, the Zeeks, and it's like, oh, hold on.
That's
Like,
tough with him and Chuck though. Because James,
not
them years in Houston was crazy. Like for real, bro.
I
tough
mean,
with
you
the
mean
Yeah.
over
answer.
AI? Tough over
Yeah, look,
AI?
you know I love you, bro.
Damn.
But you know you gonna romanticize that AI because it's AI. I get it. He's one of
Nah,
my favorite players ever.
no,
He is
nah.
like top
You
I'm
50.
know
not
what?
romanticizing.
Nah,
It's like
Yeah.
impact alone for Allen Iverson puts him in the
all right.
upper
Because that's
Let me
echelon.
what
ask you
makes
this.
it more because he's a cultural
But let
icon.
me ask you this, right?
And
Let
that
we
matters.
hold on. Let me ask this though, right? and we know the magnitude of players. Even we can. I'm gonna use a T-Mac, right?
All right.
Even though he never made it out the second round and certain things, it wasn't because he was bumming it. It's because the team might not have shown up and he was dolly, and it was because he bummed it and didn't show up, right?
I can't
Hold on. Harden did not show up a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yo, let me ask you this. Allen Iverson against Golden State with 2 chances to get to the finals. AI not show up in a 6 and a 7 to get to the finals.
But this the thing about James. I can't. It's hard to compare careers with them two because although James didn't show, it's worse because his teams was way better than AI's Philly teams.
Yeah.
So I get it, but the numbers still speak for themselves. When you
Individually.
talk about Mac, bro. I'm not letting nobody. That's not no excuse for me, man. Because T-Mac did have some good teams. Like T-Mac had good teams, bro. It ain't like how Chuck shit was. Like it was not like that. T-Mac had really good teams. It ain't really no excuse for him to, bro. They was up 3-1 against
Against
Detroit.
Detroit.
the Pistons,
I
yeah,
could
and they
never. You
lost.
can't erase that from his legacy. I'm not saying he's not. Probably.
Nah, you can't.
I'm
You can't.
probably.
You
I mean, if
can't.
we go straight talent, I'm probably putting Mac over James Harden. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but in terms of legacy, it's hard for me to put him over some people
Now,
because
just of performances in big games. That's what I was mentioning.
Yeah.
That just from a star
but
player
we
in the
talking
big moments.
playoffs.
That's what you gotta measure. Harden. He dropped. Yo, you mean to tell me the way he was scoring? You have 2 opportunities to get to the finals. You can't carry them one game, James. Like get 40. The finals. We see what Iverson game 7 against Milwaukee. We seen what happened. 44 on the neck. Charles Barkley, game 7 against the Sonics. 44. Like yo, he not one of them dudes. You can't be like when it's on the line and you not even on a smaller scale. When they play Miami, James Harden was invisible.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Invisible. So
he was going out like every single night. He was tripping. I remember that.
Crazy.
I'm pointing to that's too many 10 times to me pointing to you not showing up though.
I don't even judge him on the OKC thing.
So we're giving him a pass with that. Okay.
Yeah.
So what about Houston?
Nah, in Houston days, it ain't no excuse for that shit. Like it was watching.
What about in Philly? In Philly, when he was up 3-2 on Boston, we went.
Same thing in Philly.
We went. James Harden 9.
Yeah,
9.
They got him at 9.
No, I'm saying he had 9 points in one of them games.
Oh, I thought you meant in the top 25.
I'm like, like James Harden, it's too many times I'm playing to where he don't show up. So that, anybody I'm talking about, anybody we naming on the line, D-Wade, finals down 0-2, D-Wade averaging 36. Give me that. Come on.
He couldn't. He can't show up in the moments, and he was in the peak of his prime. I ain't understand that. It was like Space Jam. They took his powers from him or something.
That's my issue with Harden.
People don't even remember, bro. Dude, it was like 11, 12 turnovers. I'm like, this don't even look right. Deer in the headlights look, missing free throws. Like, I didn't understand.
That's my issue.
This is why this goes on, right? This is why these debates happen, is because James Harden resume, albeit he just passed Melo on the 10th for all-time scoring, and you look at him as a prolific scorer, but we look at him in hindsight as, he doesn't come through when we need him to be that 10th all-time scorer. We don't get it.
So we're going to be emotional because neither him or Chuck won a ring. We're going to start there.
But it wasn't because AI wasn't showing up, though.
Or we going off numbers?
But like what bro said, it wasn't because it was lack of effort and not showing up from AI. AI gonna give you everything he has in that basketball court.
That means it's how it looks. I feel
the eye test though. So the numbers don't tell the whole story though.
Bad for James when it comes to
real bad.
The numbers don't tell the whole story. You know what I mean?
So this is why when people have these rankings and you rank him so high, you're gonna have to have a compelling story on why you rank this man so high, because his
Yeah,
baggage that he carries with him on his back is so heavy. It's like, how
I
can
get
yeah.
you
that.
put him in this category above, like we say, Allen Iverson? You
Did they
know, can
put
we?
did they put him over Allen Iverson in that top 25? I didn't even see, I ain't got I'm watching the
They
episode. I ain't got to that part yet. I just
no,
saw the
no,
clip.
they did it, but everybody wasn't agreeing with AI being over though. It was
Mm-hmm.
like Charlie Villanueva was like he was backing Harden like crazy, and another dude on there was like, "Yo, it's a debate. Like it's not clear cut as far as AI being over Harden." But then it was like the same thing with a Charles Barkley, and then Isaiah Thomas. It was a lot of names that they was like, "Yo, you know, he might be over those guys," and that's what I'm like, "Nah, I can't."
I can't
You
put
know?
him over them. Not even Chuck, bro. Not even Charles Barkley. Like I can't. I can't do
Mm-hmm.
that. Like what people talking about, bro? Like what Hakeem Olajuwon? Like it's so many dudes, bro.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I'm
so
saying?
like you talk about 25 players that James Harden could
Oh
be
yeah,
better than. That's
I
tough.
can't. Is Harden over Westbrook?
No, in my opinion.
Nah.
How you feel about that? Nah.
No, he's not over where he's not over Russ because Russ, the optics, of course, because he play hard as hell, and then also the triple doubles, bro. The way, and then he got to a finals.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and he should have been to maybe two or three more, but nah, I can't put him over Russ, bro. Like that shit Russ was doing, bro. Like he's still
Still
effective,
doing it. Yeah,
but how
yeah.
he was then, bro. Like I was there to see it. I'm like, I don't even know how to. You get tired just watching him play like that. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
never no time, even if he didn't play well or shoot well. It was never a time where we look at like, damn, Rustin, he didn't really give it all for us, man. Like he didn't give it all. When you watching them Houston series, bro, when they supposed to been winning, it's like, bro, what the hell is James on right now, bro? You know
Mm.
what I mean? And the only reason why it's closer in comparison to T Mac with James is because T Mac had, like I said, that 3-1, 3-1 against Detroit.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
was like, damn, he
big
about to
month.
make history.
Yeah.
Like they might go to the finals, and then they just
Mm-hmm.
dropped it all, and then they showed Mac, and it was all in the news where he was like on the bench at the end of the game, smiling and laughing and joking and shit. But like, he ain't no killer.
Yeah.
But I mean that stuff stick with you when it comes to your legacy.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like look at Braun. They was like they couldn't. Nobody really wanted him to win, bro. He went
Mm-hmm.
like 8, 9 times to the finals. He couldn't get over the hump because they was terrible. No
Mm-hmm.
disrespect to the guys, but at the same time, man, everybody know, man, that team, bro, without him, you see what happened after
After he left. Yeah.
every time he leave a team, they go in the tank, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how he plays. But 25, I
You got to
gotta
really
really
look
write
at the
some shit down,
list.
man. I gotta like do my own
Like,
list though.
dude, yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because I'm thinking about guys like
Because it's not like it's like players of like the
like
21st
ever.
century or
Ever.
this
Yeah. Ever.
era. We talk about ever. So you including every single basketball player, great basketball player that ever played a game, and put
It's
Harden
tough,
in the
bro.
top 25. I can't
Because
see
it's
it.
kind of crazy because
I can't see it.
he might be though. But I mean, nah, I don't know because
I
it's
can't see it.
everybody. It ain't just shooting guards.
Yeah, I
Like
can't
shooting
see it.
guards, he's close to the like he mid. He could be
Shooting guard should
considered the
probably be in
six.
25.
Nah, like top 10
Yeah,
for
that's
real.
yeah.
Think about it. But ever like because I'm thinking about stuff now like
It's like
Mitch,
unsung players that you
like
could put over James
like
Harden.
Mitch Richmond.
No,
You know
no,
what I'm
no, no.
saying, bro?
No. James Harden
What?
got Mitch. Yeah, yeah. James Harden got Mitch.
Bro, go look
Yeah.
at the James. Look
No,
up
no,
Mitch Richmond. I'm
no.
telling you, bro. I'm just saying, like,
Ant, no, no, Ant, no.
look it up, bro.
Ant,
Unsung.
no, Ant, no, no, no. Not
I'm
Mitch
trying to
Richmond.
think of
If you would
all
have
the
said
shooting
Reggie
guards.
Miller, maybe. But
That's not a question.
Mitch
Of
Richmond,
course, Reggie's on there. Above that.
above
I'm
Harden.
putting Reggie above James Harden. Hell yeah.
Right. I'm putting
As a
Reggie
shooting
above James
guard, as a
Harden
shooting
too.
guard.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, really? I got Reggie above Harden?
I got
I
Reggie
do.
above
Hell
Harden.
yeah. Optics,
Okay.
I
big
got Reggie
shots,
above
big
Harden.
moments. He couldn't get past Mike now.
Yeah. Because you know what? You got to look at it, right? He's 10th all time in points, right now, past Carmelo. The way the game is played, that shit is going to be shattered. And Edwards might shatter that shit when he's like 31. You know what I mean? Because the game is played
Luka.
such at a high pace. Luka might shatter that shit in 3 more years. You know what I'm saying? Just hypothetically speaking, because the way the game is played, people putting up 160 points a game. You know, so the point shit is that shit is going to be
Putting
broken.
James over Clyde Drexler.
Ooh, that's
I,
a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
It's a
so.
lot of stuff like that going on.
Yeah. James
I
over Clyde. Oh, that's
Just
a.
I
saying, bro.
I would
Because
I
put James over
Clyde
Clyde.
was the one before Mike took all that shit over like that.
I would
Think
put
about it.
James over Clyde.
You put James over Clyde?
Yeah, I'll
Wow.
put James over
I
Clyde.
can't be mad at that though. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I put James over Clyde.
yeah, I
I'm
gotta
not
put a
mad
James
at it.
over Clyde too.
It's so controversial because it's so wide open. You gotta really write a list down, bro.
Right.
And
But Mitch Richmond, bro, we're gonna hope Opus don't clip that one, bro, because that was wild. That was nasty work right there. Ant.
are you putting James over Carmelo Anthony? If
Fuck
we talking
no.
about, all right,
Fuck
see,
no.
New York
Fuck
City.
no.
Yeah, I'm just
Fuck
saying.
no.
I'm just saying. He just passed
Ah,
him on the scoring list. Now, what we talking? The optics. Melo
nasty.
been to a Western Conference Final, I believe, or Eastern
Yeah,
Conference
he
Final, one
did.
of them.
What's the
Right
conference
with Denver.
finals?
With
Yeah,
Denver, right?
in
No way.
09.
No
Yep. Oh
way.
09. That's like my second year. Yeah, I remember that.
No
They
way.
was so goddamn good, bro. Shit, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but
If
listen,
they
let's
liked their coach, they might have got to the final. They hated that George Carl. They couldn't stand him.
let's jump on our next topic though that we have about Penny. Tell him, bro.
Oh, did Penny have the greatest skill set ever?
That's a good. I'm glad that's a good question. The greatest.
Greatest skill
You
set?
thinking
Because he was
about
like, he was
skills.
talking. He was like, yo, how, Mike and this person the greatest. And then he was like, yo, in my prime, he was like, yo, like, he felt like he had the greatest skill set. He was like, yeah, Mike was the greatest and stuff, but he's like just skill set. He said he felt like, he was the guy, Penny,
Okay, when
in
we
his
talk
prime.
skills, let's just break that down real quick. Okay, pass, dribble, shooting.
Yeah.
That's like the offensive skill basis right there, the foundation of your game.
Yeah.
Tracy McGrady was a motherfucker. I was like, hey, bro, what couldn't he do? And Mac probably had a better back to the basket game than Penny.
Mm-hmm.
But if we talking skills in my lifetime, just pure skill set.
Yeah, skill set.
Uh,
Yeah, what you think? What you think?
I'm going cold.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I'm
I'm
going with.
going cold for sure. Tracy McGrady, Penny to Kevin Garnett, um, Kevin Durant before Kevin Garnett.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kevin Durant.
For
Yeah,
sure, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, hold on, bro. Cause
yeah.
I'm going Mac, Cole, KD, Penny, KG, Tim Duncan. God damn, boy, some dudes, bro.
And I
Um,
think you know, how some athletes when
Steph,
they yeah, well,
yeah.
ah, I mean shooting wise, yeah, skill set all of
Skill
nah.
set.
Ball handling, passing,
Kyrie,
and shooting. Are you?
Kyrie,
Kyrie got to be
Kyrie,
up there. Kyrie and
Kyrie is
skill
up there.
Kyrie.
set.
Yeah, Kyrie is
Kyrie.
definitely.
With the
He's near the
skill
top.
set.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, just
Yes,
strictly offensive skill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Kyrie.
Kyrie and Steph.
he has
Yeah.
no flaw. Kyrie Irving has no flaw,
I
and
might
he
got.
just
I
yeah,
might
But for
got
Penny,
KD.
but for Penny to say that he had the greatest skill set of all time, he hasn't played long enough to even say that. For me,
Yeah,
my opinion.
I agree with that.
You
I
know,
mean, it wasn't his fault. It was just injuries
his
like they had.
knees and shit. Yeah,
Yeah, but
but he didn't play long enough to say he had the greatest skill set. Because Kobe, to my opinion, has a better skill set than Penny Hardaway? Kobe Bryant.
Penny was
How
a better
about
shooter than Kobe, though, bro.
Huh?
Penny was a better shooter, and he was 6'8",
A
6'7".
better shooter than Kobe?
Yes, he was overall, bro. Like Kobe wasn't no great shooter, bro. He was a great scorer. Like if you really break it down, bro,
Mm.
he didn't really, bro. He just them three. Like Kobe would make threes when they really needed him to. He didn't really want to do that. Now you talking
Mm.
about anything inside the perimeter? He was a motherfucking magician. Like it was a real, like a doctor.
Wait,
You
so
know,
who's
like
a
a
better
surgeon.
3-point shooter, Penny or Kobe?
Penny Hardaway probably, but I don't think he took as many threes as Kobe did.
he didn't
I
take as
think
many
he
threes as
overall.
Kobe?
Nah, because they played different.
What
It was
up,
a
H
kind of
Dub?
different.
Yo, shout out to H Dub in the building, man. That boy nasty.
Who that?
Yeah,
Hari.
yeah,
What's up,
yeah.
nephew? Yeah, that's my
Yeah, he
boy.
nasty. We interviewed him when he went to one of the games and shit. That boy nasty. He next up too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
baby
And next
cuz,
up,
man.
okay,
yeah. He
Little
next
okay,
cuz.
up.
Hey,
okay,
I'll be
okay.
out there. Y'all need to come out, man. You play Friday. They play Oak Hill Friday.
Oh, this Friday?
Yeah, I'm in the building. I'm
What
definitely in
time?
the building. I gotta look. Hari, what time y'all play, man? I know you looking. Probably like 7:30 or something.
Yeah,
7,
Yeah, he
7:30.
nasty. But
yeah, yeah. You got to get him
all
on an
time,
episode.
all time. I don't like again. Penny had didn't play long enough to be all time skill set. I think Kyrie Irving, like you said, I think he
Yeah,
has a better skill set, but he play at 8.
he,
Yeah, 8. Oh yeah, we know we in there. We definitely in there. Uh yeah, but I do have to take into consideration Penny was 6'7.5" or something, bro. Which
Yeah,
you can do everything Kyrie does, but at 6'7".
yeah,
And they both point guards. So and Kyrie is, bro, he the most skilled player in the league now.
yeah. He is
yeah.
Like
absolutely
it's
without
close
a
him and
doubt,
Steph.
without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Hey, I had some controversy before I get off it, man. I can get something
Uh,
to eat.
All
But
right.
but I think this is I hadn't met y'all yet. This is like maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
mm-hmm.
Maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Um, and it was early on. No, it was like 2 years ago. I was in Miami and I was like thinking on the plane before I got to my destination. I was like, hey man, like I'm gonna ask the question and see. I said, is Shea Gilgeous Alexander better than Penny Hardaway?
No
What makes you say that?
Well, I'm
skill
about to
set,
say.
skill set.
Skill
Like
set.
we just talked about.
Bro, Shea does everything he did.
I'm about to say.
They
Just
didn't
off the
shoot a
amount
lot of
of that.
threes. They not like dead eye 3-point shooters. They don't shoot a lot of threes. Look at their numbers, bro. I can't compare because the homies got mad and emotional because they was like, well, Penny got hurt. I'm like, cool. Look at their numbers through their first 4 or 5 years.
But see, okay, I
And Shea didn't come in the
We
league like
can't.
Penny did.
no
He didn't
like
play.
with numbers now, the way the game is played, I think we should just negate numbers because numbers are inflated in today's NBA game.
This is what they
Inflated,
did.
in,
Emotional.
inflated.
Emotional. They said the same thing. No, impact, culture, and the shoes and all that shit. No, take all that out the
No, take
equation.
all that out the window and player for player. I'm still taking Penny over
Penny
Shea.
might be more. He might be more talented, but as far as better, I mean, Shea been at this for some years now.
We
So
talking
I
about
can't.
32 a night, not really
Yeah, I
playing
can't.
in the fourth quarter.
I can't say
And
Penny's
his team
better,
went.
but he's more talented.
So
If
let
you
me
took,
ask y'all this question, right? And I hate doing this too, but people always do it all the time. So we're
yeah,
not even going to let's not go backwards. Let's go forward. You take a
okay.
Penny Hardaway in his peak and put him in today's NBA game. What you think he's gonna do?
You gonna do the same thing you did then?
He
Yeah,
I'm 10 times 10 because of his skill set, because of Penny's skill set.
I mean, I
Penny,
think Penny would look like what Shea looks like now.
nah, he would look 10 times better. You know
So what
why?
he gonna
Because
average 40, 15, and 13? Shea
you know
is
why?
30, 11, and like 8 and 2, 3
You know why?
steals.
Because he does, but Penny's gonna get you. Penny could get you 20 with his back with his back turned to the basket. His post up game was that elite. Shea ain't really got no post up game. Shea
Yes, he
really
does.
Shea
You
mhm.
ain't
got a
watching
post
the
up game.
games, Lord.
It's
Like
He got
not
a
as
you
post
good
up.
just
as
said, you ain't
Yeah.
Penny.
watching the games.
You know
I
why we
watch him,
saying
but not
that?
as good as Penny's.
You know why we saying he's not as good? Because he's not as big as Penny.
He's 6'7" too. I
It's not
think
as good
next
as
Shea
to him
Penny.
is more.
6'7"?
Yeah,
Shea is 6'7", bro.
Oh wow, I thought he was
it's not
shorter.
as good as Penny's though. I mean,
I don't think
people gonna
he's not
debate.
as only thing I would say he's not as my boy bless him. He's not as athletic as Penny, like vertically.
Uh,
But like in between the lines, it's like they kind of move the same. What's up,
and
bless him?
and
Doing a little
and
show with my guys, man.
and Penny had a way deeper bag, way deeper bag,
I don't know about
way
all that
deeper
though.
bag,
I don't know, man.
way deeper bag,
Mhm. Yeah, lie. He a lie, deep back to me. Shit. I don't know, bro. Shea got a bag. That's crazy. You
way
see,
deeper
can't nobody.
bag.
I don't know. What do you
That
do?
move.
What makes that the case? Because it wasn't like Penny had.
Listen, that move that what Penny did with
Oh,
The half spin.
the spin step back.
that
Yeah,
spin
I know exactly.
that move hasn't been duplicated yet.
Yes, it
And
has, man.
and
Man,
who did that move?
somebody. I think Kyrie did some
Shit.
shit like that, but it was like a
Well,
different.
Kyrie is different. We talk about Kyrie and Shea. I mean, let's take out
I'm not.
Kyrie.
I know. Oh no, you talking about Penny and Shea.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm saying he did do some shit like that.
His
The
bag is not as
spin,
deep as
that's a
Penny's
tough,
bag.
bro. That was the toughest move when I was a kid.
And
I
Penny's a
went
way better
outside, bro.
passer. Way better passer. Way
I don't
better
know.
passer.
Shay's like a. What are you talking about? Like fat? Like you talking about like flashy passing or
No,
just in general?
just
Look Shay up, bro. He averaging like 9, 10 assists. Like look him up, bro.
I know I see his game. Is no Penny. No. I'm not
Y'all
I'm,
emotion. It's emotions,
I'm
man.
not doing that. No, I'm not doing
Because he's part of our culture.
that. No. It's just the
I
game.
respect it.
It's the
No,
game. And
I
Shea is
just
fucking
I'm
nasty. He's incredible, but you know, I think and you
Penny
gotta
might be a
remember
more natural talent. He's more talented than Shay,
What I'm
but I think
saying.
they're the same player. Honestly, bro. It's just
same
Penny didn't
player.
have the longevity.
Man, that's tough. I think it's
See?
time for you to eat. I think it's time for you
I'm
to eat.
just saying, bro. Y'all gotta go look up the numbers, man. Look the numbers up. Nah, hey man, peace to y'all, bro.
Yo,
I
We're gonna
am.
get
yo,
back on.
who you got tonight in the Emirates Cup?
Oh, it's a chip tonight, right?
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
It's not okay. Who's in it? Is it OKC?
Knicks and Spurs.
Spurs.
Oh,
Brunson.
I got the
MVP.
I
Knicks.
got
Let's
the Knicks.
go.
I got the
Let's
Knicks.
go.
I got the Knicks. Wemby's out. It ain't gonna be no.
When we playing?
He back.
Yeah, he back. That's why they beat
Oh,
OKC.
they did beat us.
Uh huh. Uh
Hey
huh.
man, y'all gotta tap in with my show, man. I got
Yeah,
the
for
link in my
sure.
bio. Y'all see with the OKC with the Thunder, my man Kobe Daniels, bro.
Yo, let me
All right.
know. Yes, we're gonna
Yeah.
tap in. You
Yeah,
never sent no
it's
invite.
on YouTube. Y'all check it out, man. We get some content next time I come on here, and I'm about to do something else right now too. I'm working on, bro.
All right.
Probably the second week of January is gonna be on for
Wait, hold
real.
on. When aside from this show, when you gonna
Hmm.
invite No Advisory over to the podcast, bro? I've been
I've been
asking you.
come tomorrow. We got tomorrow, and then we
Tomorrow
done
we
until
record
January.
tomorrow. No, y'all doing Wednesday? Where at?
Yeah, we do usually Wednesday. Yeah, we do usually Wednesdays. Um,
What time?
consistently, yeah. We going at like 8, bro. I need y'all to pop in. We got a guest tomorrow though, but still, man, y'all just come kick it, bro.
I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna
Text
text
me,
you.
bro. I'm gonna send you the address. I'm in here with my codes now, Rashawn. This is
What up,
Sean. I'm
baby?
gonna send.
All right. All right. What up?
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
definitely
text you.
tell him. Yeah, he in there. Hey, yep. Text me.
All
I'm
right.
All right,
gonna
my
holler at
G.
y'all boys, man. Y'all know I love
All
y'all
right.
guys, man.
Love
I
my
I
don't
like
nigga.
tap
too.
in. I
Yes,
send
All
y'all
sir.
right.
going live.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
All right. I'm gonna
All
holler
right.
at
All
you.
right.
Peace.
All right.
That's our resident guest, Aunt Murrow. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I
We
mean,
always,
you know,
we always gotta make
that's
time
it
for my man when he pop in. You know what I mean?
for sure. And that's it. So we could get
That's
to
it.
watch that game. So that's episode 36 for you, man.
Oh yeah, shout out to Cooper Flag, man. Shout out to Cooper Flag for dropping
Oh
his
yeah.
career high
Oh yeah. He's
the
a
other
bum.
day.
Yeah. Shout out to Super Flag. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He beat LeBron James' record, you know, of having the most points for an 18-year-older. So shout out to my man Cooper Flag, who just turned 19. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cooper Flag.
You know what I'm
But on
saying?
that note, man, it's your boy, Seal McClain.
It's your boy Melly Mel, episode 36
We're
in
gonna
the
watch this Emirates
books.
Cup. Let's go Spurs. Let's go Wimby.
Pep.
Let's go
Pep.
Wimby.
Go Wemby. And
Yeah.
go Knicks. Go Knicks.
Peace.
All right.